Good evening, everyone. Welcome to In the Psychic Flow. Let me fix my glasses so you can see me. We have the lovely and talented Laura Romeiro with us today. Laura, I'm so glad you joined us. Laura is an angel reader and an intuitive. She does beautiful readings. She's one of my go-to people for sure. And every reading with her is very special and very, hi Kelly Joe, and very special in a healing way. A reading with Laura, I have to say, is not only informative of what the angels are bringing to you, but there's assistance with your dilemma or your question, whatever you have, right? The other thing about it is you leave with a sense of calm, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. And I have never experienced that with any other reader. So I have to say hats off to the beautiful Laura Romeiro. She is the radio show host of Angels and Healing Light here on on Goldylocks Productions. I got angels on the brain. I'm sorry. Laura is going to share some insight from the angels with us tonight, right?
Right.
And she's going to take your questions. So, and I will help out whenever I can, but she's our special guest. So I hope you have a lot career on. Okay. So people are already giving their questions in the chat room. So it looks like we're on a roll. I just want to mention my website before I forget, which is carolancarey.com, CarolanCarey. You can find me on Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, and I think that's about enough. It's enough to have to post things. So I think that's enough. Laura is a very popular reader. She also has an extensive background in the health industry and some other things as well. She's an animal communicator. So if you have questions about your animals, and I know I do. So let's bring it all on for the lovely Laura Romeiro. Thank you, Laura.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. You're welcome. My pleasure. Let's see. Who turned on light clock? That doesn't work. Hi, guys. Okay, so we have both of our websites, Missy. We have both of our websites lit here. Here's Laura's, which is angelsandhealinglight.com. So please check her out. It's a lovely website. She has a lot of information on there and a lot of things that she's been learning, what she's been teaching. And so, Laura, what have you been doing? You've been teaching some stuff and taking some other courses, right?
Oh, yes. I've been studying more in-depth, intense psychic development. And I'm also teaching angel card reading and just continually trying to develop my skills, my knowledge base, just so that I can help as many people as possible in the best way possible. And, you know, I'm always reading, I'm always learning from the best of the best and choose to just keep being drawn to learning more and more and just trying to get better and better all the time.
And we recently did like a trade-off reading, right? Like we were practicing mediumship.
Right.
And you did very, very well, I must say. So I would consider that's another avenue for you. How are you feeling in that, going from angel reading cards, and you have your decks with you so you can show the cards to people?
I do. I'm excited about that.
Good. How do you feel about the mediumship part?
Well, I feel pretty good. And I'll tell you what's happened is the people just come in, the spirits just come in, the loved ones come in when people sit down for a reading with me. And the next thing I know, there's Uncle Joe or Aunt Kathy or Grandma. And it's just a surprise sometimes, but there they are. And so I think that sometimes it just has such a healing effect when someone wants to know about their job or something, and all of a sudden there's their loved one, and you know, they stick around until they say what they have to say. And it's usually a really beautiful experience. It's very healing. Usually it's very joyful, and it helps people, I think, refocus and get grounded and reconnecting. And which I find so healing. I love what you do because of, you know, the pain that's always involved when we lose someone we love, and to be able to bring people together and get messages, I think is one of the most healing things that you can possibly do. So I love it. And I love it when people are there. I know I have a great teacher in you, and you tell it like it is. So there's no fluff with you from as a teacher, which I really appreciate. You're always very honest, and you've taught me a lot. It's always a leap of faith when you take on any kind of endeavor like this. So I have a lot of faith, and I've jumped a lot. I've made a lot of leaps, I'll tell you, but I've got good mentors, good teachers, and obviously my angels are leading the way and shining the way for me to keep bringing more healing to people.
You have wonderful. Joanne is one.
Yes.
Yeah. Who were some of the other ones that you study? You're studying remote viewing recently too.
Oh, I took a class in remote viewing. It's fascinating. It's part of my intense psychic development, and that's through Deborah Lynn Katz, who's an author, and she's been teaching clairvoyance for about 25 years, and it's a very intense development course.
Mm-hmm.
Amazing. And part of that was a little bit of remote viewing. So we touched upon that. Fascinating, but boy, it's tough. But it was fascinating to do. And the things that I learned in my psychic development class from Deborah are amazing. Joanne is just a profound healer and teacher and angel lady, Joanne Brokus. Lorna Burns, another one of my favorites. She's not a teacher per se, but I learn a lot from her. Those are probably my favorites at the moment. And you, of course, you're always somebody that I count upon to get guidance and help from.
Aren't you? Thank you.
It's true.
I appreciate it. Let me ask you something. If you show us some of your decks.
Oh, sure.
I'm adjusting my camera a little bit so that people can see what you're reading from. I think that they're beautiful.
When I use angel cards, I typically work with I have a lot of decks, about 18 or 19 of them, but I typically work with about 4, but it's really what I'm guided to work with per person. So when somebody sits down with me or I connect with them, I automatically know ahead of time, I'm told which decks to start off with and which to use. So I have the Archangel Michael deck. This is probably my first deck and one of my absolute favorites. I love Archangel Michael. I work with the Angel Tarot deck. There's another one that's really wonderful. My second favorite is the Archangel Oracle deck. Absolutely, I hope you can see this okay. Absolutely beautiful, beautiful deck. And my much beloved, even the dogs loved it so much they ate the cover. This is my Archangel Raphael healing deck. So any healing issues, this is my go-to for that. So those are my favorites. But I have quite a few more behind me stacked up there.
What cards are you working with tonight?
Well, definitely the Archangel Oracle deck. So I think that, and I have another one that I'm very happy with. The Melanie Beckler has a beautiful deck too that is really deeply spiritual. It's called Ask Angels, and oh boy, sorry, looks like there's a lot of glare here. I'm sorry, everybody, but I'm just this beautiful illustration.
Show the other side.
The other side, let's pick one. How about Archangel Michael? So Archangel Michael here talks about raising your vibration. Aren't these gorgeous?
Yeah, they are.
They're just a beautiful deck. So they're deeply spiritual, and I love them.
We have for you. My father. This is from Veronica Huzzard. My father passed last March. I miss him, and just want to know that he's okay. So, what do you get on that?
Hi, Veronica. What's your dad's name? Bob. All right. So the angel that I love to work with when I'm connecting with spirit is Archangel Azrael, who's the angel that helps us make transitions. So Archangel Azrael, I'm going to ask you now to help me connect with Veronica's father, Bob. And can you please give me some insight? And I'm getting an immense sense of peace right now, Veronica. it's literally warming me up. It is such an immense wave, and I'm being told you can feel it too. It is an immense wave of love and peace and warmth that is being sent from the most, he's calling it the most special place you'll ever see. He's showing me as he looks around, he sees nature, he sees the outdoors, he sees a little area where he likes to fish or hang around a little lake, but there's an immense sense of peace and comfort that he is sharing with me, but he's saying you feel it too. So he definitely wants to make sure that you understand that he's in a place that he thinks is the most special place you'll ever experience, with a sense of peace. So I hope that's helpful for you. Thank you, Archangel Azrael. And you can talk to your dad anytime you want. He's always there listening.
You had mentioned fishing. Does the words pike and canoe mean anything to Veronica? Like, was there pike as a fish, or is it a lake, or is there canoeing? Because I kind of got that with Bob there. So I don't know if that means anything to him. We have another question. Veronica said thank you, so I don't think she heard what I said. Rosemary, I only recently found out that my dad that raised me wasn't my biological dad. He died 25 years ago, but now wonder if he knew I wasn't his. Was this my mom's secret? The dad that raised me wasn't my biological dad. He died 25 years ago, but now wonder if he knew I wasn't his. You know, I'm gonna let you answer this too, Laura. I'm gonna jump in here just for a minute for Rosemary. I'm going to say something about your dad here. You were his daughter as far as he was concerned. I don't think if he suspected anything, he never said anything, or it didn't matter to him, is the impression that I get. I get the feeling from him, if I may say this, that I feel like he's holding your hand like this. I feel like you are his daughter. So I just wanted to interject that because it came like really fast. What do you get on that, Laura? Excuse me a second.
So this is actually not an answer to your question, but it is an important insight. And this comes from Archangel Raphael. And this is about healing. And the message for you is that this is all about love. This is all about love. And the links of love are unseverable and they can't be destroyed. The links of love overshadow everything else. The links of love supersede everything else. So regardless of whether dad was biological or not, the most important thing for you to know is that there was love and is love there. And that is what matters more than anything else. In his mind, the strongest link is love. And they're just, like pushing it in my face to make sure you understand that regardless of the biological cellular source, the love that he has is so strong and so profound and overshadows everything else. So that doesn't actually answer the question you asked, but I think it's what, Rosemary, the angels want you to know more than anything else, is this is about love.
Rosemary has replied, absolutely. He was the best dad. If
he loved you for sure.
Yeah, if he did know that was part of their agreement, your parents' agreement. So, you know,
And
it
that's
may,
what a gift.
yeah, I mean, it may be news to you, Rosemary, but it's, you know, like Laura said, it's all about love. You were his daughter. That's the way he looked at it, honey. So we have another. So good luck to you. I hope that gives you some peace in your heart. She says, thank you very much. Luz, is that how you say
Luz.
it?
Hi, Luz.
Luz, okay. I think I've spoken to you on the phone, maybe.
I have too.
Okay, that's your in-laws, right, Laura?
No, you haven't. This is one of my gals that calls and checks in with me sometimes on my show. Yeah, hi Luz. It's nice to. Well, I can't see you, but it's nice to know you're here.
Yeah. Luz says she just wants to know if she needs to hire a new attorney to push the judge to look into her divorce case to deliberate on the final proposal. Today marks 1 year waiting on the judge.
I think I've answered this question for you before, but I'm going to look into it again. I don't.
Hi, Mandy.
So, Luz, one of the messages that I'm getting is that there are things that are in the works. One thing they're saying is that there are some things you can't push. But also, March keeps coming up for you. I'm hearing March. March for things to get moving. Yeah, Carolan, are you getting anything?
I wanted to say to her, a year is nothing. You know, that's normal procedure. I don't know why. It doesn't take you that long to get married, but boy, to get divorced, it can take forever. I feel March through May as well. I really feel May is very significant for you, Luz, because what I kind of see is you walking away. And by the way, you have heels on, so you're looking rather adorable and sexy. And you're walking away maybe from the courthouse or something, or down the street. It's sort of like you're like waving goodbye over your shoulder, like "see ya" kind of feeling. And so I think you're gonna have your groove back on. You're gonna feel sexy again. Does that make sense? And I think it'll all be behind you. So look forward. Are up. Oh, it's just not hearing our feedback. Make sure our speakers are up all the way. Yes, they are. Speakers are up all the way. Yes. Carolan and Laura, please make sure that your speakers. Oh,
mine's at 50%. Okay.
Oh, okay. Sorry. That was me. I am now at 50%. Okay. Sorry, my speaker was up too high. No, it's not up all the way. Perfect. Okay. So, Luz, I feel I agree with Laura on March. I also want to extend that to May because I feel like it's springtime. I almost feel like I'm springtime in Paris kind of feeling or something, you know? Like I want to sing with and dance with Gene Kelly, you know, and kick up your heels kind of thing. But I see you like, you know, looking over your shoulder like, bye, you know, that's the end of that. And lesson learned and next. And so I think that's wonderful. So I feel very good about that. And I agree with Laura.
All right.
You're going to be all right.
Thank you, Luz.
A friend suggested, should I hire a new attorney or just wait? Is Luz? Yeah, I don't think you need to hire a new attorney.
I don't think so either.
I don't know. What do you think, Laura?
You can't push a judge. Attorney can't push a judge to make a, you know, I don't
think it matters.
Nope.
I would just wait. Mandy is asking us. A friend suggested I ask about where my professional life is heading.
Carolan, I'm going to ask you to do this one because this is somebody I know, and I know what's going on with her. So she's my friend.
What I'm kind of getting is there's change afoot. I don't know who's telling me that. There's change afoot. And I feel like you're on shifting sands. Like you got 1 foot here, 1 foot here. I feel like you're kind of like this. And it's a little awkward for you. And I don't feel it's all that comfortable for you. But I think remaining flexible and looking at your best option. And I want you to be like, I would like you to be, Spirit is telling me, like a eagle or a hawk or an osprey. Look over the whole picture. Look at the whole picture. And don't get tied up with, well, this isn't quite what I wanted. I don't like that person. I don't know if I want, there's not, I feel there's a good outcome is what I'm getting. So what I was getting direct from, is, I forget what the first comment was that I said, but I feel as though I feel like you're on shifting sands, like 1 foot here, 1 foot here. I feel like you should look like an eagle or hawk would look, at the whole picture, the perspective. I think you're going to get an offer. That just came in. I feel like you're going to get an offer. Okay. So just hang on there. Something is afoot. I don't know what that means. What do you think, Laura? Is that relevant to Mandy at all?
Very relevant. It's
okay.
Very relevant. She's really kind of in the, she does really a shifting sand. She's straddling lines right now. 1 foot in one location, another foot here, and is trying to figure out what to do when she goes to her next location.
I feel like one thing's gonna wash out. Does that make sense? Like one option is whatever dilemma she's in is gonna wash out. So the path will be clearer as to which way she needs to go. I think one opportunity may kind of evaporate, or whatever she's in is kind of, and something else is going to be a little bit brighter for her. But she's going to know. Beautiful. I would say at least by June anyway. So I hope that's helpful to her. I'll probably get something else. I wish I had a... Mandy, do you have a mom figure in spirit or a grandmother in spirit, a lady in spirit that would be either on mom's side of the family, either mom or mom's mom? Would that be true? Oh, 2 grandmothers she has. Okay. I'm relying on their expertise, Okay, I hope I'm with you. I have something about flour or tortilla, making tortillas or flour, making something with one lady. She's comparing life to, she's making something, bread or something, and you have to let it rise, and then you put it in the oven, right? You bake it. So what she's saying is you're compiling all of your skills and all, your ingredients into this dough, and then you're letting it rise, which is coming of yourself. It's kind of hypothetical, and you're starting to consider your assets, your skills. You feel more comfortable, and then you bake, and then you're done. So I feel like you're going in the rising and baking thing, and she's comparing life. When you're preparing for life is much like baking bread. Okay, I know that sounds a little awkward, but this is what she's telling me. I've also got a ring here from this lady. I'm talking about a ring, a particular color, and I want to say like an aquamarine or something. if that is significant to you. Also, she is saying to you, she's saying, I'm not one to look back because it doesn't do any good to look back. But I want to say to you, look where you've come from, Mandy. Look what you came from and where you're going. You know, you feel like you're like this in the dark, where you're going. You're going to be fine. She said, I feel like I'm riding shotgun with you, one of these ladies. I think you might have both ladies in the back seat of your car. Oh, we have viewers watching on YouTube. Hi.
Hello.
I'm so glad that you've joined us. So, Mandy, I think, do you have anything you want to interject for her, Laura?
Well, one thing I know is that Mandy is an amazingly intelligent and successful woman. And when you mentioned baking and bakery, I know that's something that she has talked about doing with their families, the possibility of, you know, opening a bakery. So I think that's pretty, yeah, I think that's pretty interesting.
Oh, okay.
But one of the things that I thought about, we had a conversation today. So one of the things I thought about is, you know, Mandy, you've got to make sure that you're really, really on board because you're an intelligent woman and you need to create things and to make them happen. So make sure that don't be afraid to be different. Don't be afraid to step out there, but don't settle for something mundane because mundane, you're not mundane and you'll be really unhappy if you stick to mundane. So you've got everything within you to do anything you want because I've seen you in action. I know how you are. She's a fabulous CPR instructor. She has a CPR Sarasota and I'm one of her instructors. So she just makes so many things happen. She's a great businesswoman and teacher and so many things. So the card that I did pull for you was the 9 of Air, and it is talking about when we're expecting the worst or we're spending too much time in our heads and worrying and, oh gosh, is that okay? So, you know, everybody else is sound asleep and you're up there going, oh my gosh, what's going to happen? So this is just talking about just getting out of your head. And even though it makes perfect sense for you to be in your head, try not to worry. Focus with what's in your heart and on your heart. And, you know, you've got people in spirit guiding you naturally, but you make things happen. It will come to you and it will happen. You'll find your niche. You'll create your niche is what you're going to do. Is you're going to create it. You go, girl. I'm proud of you.
Do you get, is that mine? Do you get anything on Kelly Jo's dog?
Kelly Jo's dog. Okay. Kelly Jo's dog. Does Kelly Jo's dog have a name?
Missy.
Missy. Thank you. All right. Kelly Jo's
terrible.
dog. Is Missy a little kind of a like white fluff ball?
Let's see.
I am hearing barking. Like repetitive barking. It seems like it's annoying. It's one of those barks that she used to get your attention, but annoyed you at this, you know, at the same time. Like it won't stop barking unless you give it what it wants, or pay attention to me. I'm here. Hello, I'm in charge of that kind of rough bark. So this feels like a dog that's very determined. She feels like she's the leader of the pack. She's the one that runs the house and kind of tells everybody what to do. She's prancing. She's doing a lot of prancing. So she's tippy-tapping on all fours, like a little tap dancer or a big, you know, with excitement. Sitting down and just staring right into my eyes and showing me that she sits down and stares right into your eyes, Kelly Jo. And she just wants you to know She says, I'm sitting down staring in her eyes because I'm talking to her and I want her to see me. And I want her to listen to me because I love her.
Kelly Joseph. Is that me? Why am I having such feedback? Is this a tricolored dog? I feel like almost like almost like an Australian Shepherd or something. I feel like there's 3 colors at least on this dog. She does. I do. Oh, okay. And I feel like if she had a rubber ball or something, she would be in her mouth. She'd be nagging you to play with her, and that's like she loved to do that, you know. So that's it's like time to play, you know. So she is definitely here. She's definitely around you, Kelly Joe.
Yeah, she is.
And I have this lovely paw coming, and that's another thing that she would do is that paw would be on the edge of the chair or and the nudging at your knee. You know, I kind of feel that. So she's around you. So you're not alone in that. Thank you for asking that question. We have a YouTube, black, tan, and white. Yes, and has toys from pup, and she touches you with her paw. Good. Good job, everybody. You're welcome,
You're
Kelly.
welcome.
We have a question from YouTube, from Angie. Ange, do you feel I will achieve my health, fitness, and beauty goals this year? I am trying to do new things, especially as I am trying to find a life partner.
Absolutely, Angie. I feel that you are on fire. You're running into speed bumps. Don't let those slow you down. They're just speed bumps. Step over them. But you are motivated. You're focused. You are, in your mind, you're already there. Yeah, you are. You're doing really, really well. You're staying on plan, on target, on focus, motivated, energetic, happy. Is all the impression that I'm getting. I'm going to pull a card for you too, Angie. Okay, let's see what we got here. Yep. Oh, this is beautiful validation from Archangel Azrael. It says you are ascending, and see how this angel's reaching up, up. That's you. So yes, you're definitely making great progress, girl. Keep going. Archangel Azrael is helping you. Good job.
The one thing I want to say to you, Ange, is you don't have to try to find a life partner. It's going to come when you least suspect it, and it's not going to be a difficulty in finding someone because he's definitely going to be all for you. So I don't want to say you're going to go weak in the knees, but I want to say to you, I feel as if when you see this gentleman, you're going to feel like something hit you behind your knees, like you get that kind of weak kind of feeling. Oh yeah, and your pulse. I'm being shown your pulse is going to race, and you're going to get the feeling of this gentleman. So don't stress over this. And you're lovely the way you are. I feel like you have more of a exercise program that you want to do for yourself than, you know, trim your waist or whatever it is, or check your heart rate or whatever it is that you want to do. And I feel outdoorsy with you. I feel like walking like path by water or something, not beach water, but maybe like a pond, or reminds me of the Benderson Park over in Lakewood Ranch there. I guess that's where that is. Something like that. It's a scenery like that. And I think what she's talking about, her health and beauty goals. She's doing something she wants to do something drastic with her hair. Like either she wants to grow it out, cut it off, bleach it, something, change the color or something. And you're lovely just the way you are. So I just want to bring that to you from spirit. Yes, you will do that. And I don't think you're going to have to search too high and low for a boyfriend, hon, because
your energy is so drawing. Your energy is so vibrant that it's like a beacon of light. So keep at it.
I hope that answered your question. Thank you for joining us from YouTube. That's great.
Yeah.
I'm just checking to make sure I didn't forget anybody. Ange says, wonderful. Oh, wow. Beautiful. Spot on. I definitely want to work on my finances. Oh, I hear that. I just had a conversation with myself about that today. And you will, because you have the faith you're asking, and you have gratitude, and it's going to come together. I kind of get like this. I think they're referring to the gentleman. You and him are kind of going to mesh like this. So in finances, I feel like it's a step up, and then another step, and then another step. So I'm going to take that advice for myself as well. It's just have the faith, take one step at a time. And we had one other question here. Yeah, Linda, is there anyone on the other side that has a message for me? You want to try that, Laura?
Oh, okay. For Linda? Is that for Linda, right? Okay, Linda. So Archangel Azrael. Linda, where's Dad? Got to keep scrolling down so I can. So there's a gentleman that so then there's a gentleman that feels like father, uncle, more like uncle, grandfather that's over here. He's a very, darkish hair, very patrician looking, very, elegant, an elegant person with a beautiful facial structure. Very strong presence, very protective of you, very, this is my girl, and he watches out for you like a hawk, very protective of you. So he's got you under his wing, literally. He's showing me literally under my wing, but it's the gentleman, is like dapper, wearing a really nice suit and dressed really, really nicely, very, very elegant dresser. Comes across as not being that expressive in terms of emotions, but you can just look into his eyes and see how much he cares for you. And he's carrying a briefcase, and I think, has he been kind of helping you out financially, guiding you to things to help you financially? It's almost like your own private mentor. So please know that this gentleman is there looking out for you with great respect and with great care, and is guiding you and protecting you and literally under his wing. Carolan?
Linda, I was getting a mail too, and I felt grandfather. I did not get, she gave me two names here. She gave us two names, Charles or William. I didn't get either of those. What I got was Donald, and I don't know if it was Donald Duck, Daffy Duck, like the cartoon. So I don't know if there's a Donald, or you enjoy Disney World, or remember Daffy Duck cartoons? That's what I do. Yeah. I don't know what that means. So I didn't get it. The gentleman that you're speaking of, that's so elegant. I'm thinking, I'm sitting here listening to your very vivid description of this very handsome man. I'm thinking, Donald Duck. I don't know why I have that, but maybe it's for somebody else. So I hope you can take that message, Linda. Let us know. Put it in the comments. Let us know. We have another question from YouTube, from Kavita.
Oh, hi, Kavita.
Are there any messages from my friends Deanna and Carla who have passed over? What do you think there, Laura?
I'm going to let you handle this
Oh,
one.
okay. Dina and Carla.
We're starting anyway.
Dina and Carla. I have an accident here. Would that apply to either or both of these young ladies? Ladies, I have an accident. So I don't know who that is with. Deanna and Carla. I definitely have an accident here. Someone from an accident surrounding you. I have one of these ladies wore beads, but they're longer beads. I feel almost like flapper, like, you know, like she would wear them. They're longer. Like she could wrap them around like this, and they would hang down. So I have that impression. Carla, I feel as though I want to talk about meatballs for some reason. I feel that she's with a grandmother or an older lady, a grandmotherly type person that comforted her and met her when she passed. I feel like these two are related somehow. I don't know if they passed together, if they knew each other in life, but I feel there's definitely a connection. And of course, there would be a connection because they both care for you. But other than that, I feel there's a connection. And I feel I feel a lot of pressure in here in my chest. I'm having difficulty breathing. So I don't know which one that belongs to because I get like at the same time. But I feel like Carla, I believe, is with her grandmother. Deanna, I feel there's a male with her, and also a male with her. And I feel a relationship, like a family tie to one of these people. Is any of that, am I on the right stick here, or do I have somebody else? What does that sound like to you? Kavita.
And
I feel like they're together. I feel like there's two, maybe you know, Laura. I feel like there's a connection between the three of them.
Yeah, I keep seeing like dancing around like little, you know, like children dancing and playing like children, having fun, laughing, and it's they haven't stopped since you started talking. It's all I see are these little children, little girls that are playing Ring Around the Rosie and all sorts of childhood games and just having a blast. Kavita, that's what I'm getting.
And someone's showing me like jewelry. So I have somebody, one of them is like, I feel like I'm dripping in it, or Kavita is somebody. Hi, puppy. Hi. I thought I heard a lot of doggy kind of noises.
It's my Lily girl.
Yeah, she's a beauty. I feel like they're showing me their wrists and they're showing me like jewelry. And I don't know if they're referring to themselves or to you, Kavita, but I feel like somebody's dripping in it, they're saying. Or somebody likes to wear a lot of jewelry. And I feel like a connection. I don't want to like be too generic, but the strongest thing that I can get is I think Laura's vision of three girls playing together seems very, very sincere. It seems honestly exact to me. I feel like there's a connection with the three of you, very close, like almost family, like a family tie rather than a friendship. Like, I don't know if I would relate it to like sisterhood or cousins, or first cousins, or a lot of closeness there. I do feel there's an accident. I do feel that somebody passed from an accident. I do feel that one of these ladies is with her grandmother or an older mother figure. Something about meatballs and spaghetti. Love that. I love when they bring food. That's always good. And I kind of in both. These girls are funny. I'm seeing a vision of Dorothy from the Wizard of Oz, and I think she's got the Tin Man on one side, the Scarecrow on the other, And so there's like two of them are like lifting you up, and we're like off we are to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz. You know, I kind of get that feeling that they're lifting you up. So they're in this adventure with you together. So I definitely feel as if they support you. So I hope some of that made sense. Let's see. Let's see what she says. I'll wait and see. You got a card for her? Great.
I do, Kavita. This is from Archangel Michael again, telling you that there are new beginnings and a fresh start. New beginnings and a fresh start. That's from Stan and Carla.
No accidents.
So.
Oh, there's a lot of message. There is no connection with Deanna. Okay. When they were here on the earth plane. Carla was my first art teacher, and Dina was amazing. Oh, okay. And there is no connection with the two of them. Okay, so that's totally unrelated to you. I just blew that. Sorry. Let's see.
I don't know. I just feel like they all play together. All three of them playing together. So maybe not on the earth plane, but maybe now they are. And they're just all goofing around with you, because I know you get a lot of guidance, Kavita. So I think that they are all goofing
the
around
accident was the young man.
Yeah.
One of them had a young man with them, or
Was
in
that
their
who you're
circle.
getting?
Yeah. Okay. So that was her colleague's son, Martin, died in an accident. That was the accident, and that was the young male. I'm sorry I didn't get more on the teacher. And Deanna was an amazing psychic medium. Okay. So we'll have to go back to her when they were here on the earth plane. Robin. Emily. Emily asked, I have a brother who is struggling with addiction and is having a hard time. I want to know if he is currently on the right path and if there's light at the end of the tunnel, so to speak.
What's your brother's name, Emily? I keep having to scroll down. It's Anthony. Okay.
Anthony.
Thank you. So Anthony is being strongly supported and guided by Archangel Metatron. Archangel Metatron is a very powerful angel that helps us through some amazing energetic changes. So what I see in his body and Anthony's body right now is that the energy flow it shows up as it's broken, it's zigzagged, it's not running smoothly and evenly, and this is causing a lot of disruptions for him. So Archangel Metatron is helping him energetically to help straighten those lines of energy so that they flow better and give him better energy and help him to focus on the things that are healthy for him. He's also teaching him some things, showing him spiritual insight. So Archangel Metatron is working with Anthony very strongly. Anthony is listening and accepting, and I'm being told, things take time. Please don't expect miracles, but encourage. There's a lot that's going on with Anthony, and right now he is in a path where he is making changes and growing. He's listening. He's listening to the angelic and the divine guidance that he's receiving, and they are working with him. He does want to make changes. He's working hard at it. He gets discouraged and fatigued. So please send him intentions of healing and intentions of having good, strong energy flow. This will help him. It's like, it's like the sensation I'm getting is like, how when you have the flu and somebody wants you to go run a marathon or run around the block, not feeling like it. So I have the flu. So sometimes that's kind of how he feels. Is like, I keep trying to make all these profound changes, and geez, sometimes I just don't have the energy to do it. So just keep sending him positive intentions and prayers and light, and send him healing. That is the most important thing that you can do. And Archangel Metatron is really helping him with that. I wish him luck. What a difficult path. But when he comes out on the other side, he's going to have learned a great lesson, and I think is going to do good things with it.
Emily says it is, her brother's name is Anthony, who's her brother, correct? Yeah, what I had gotten when she first asked that question is it's 12 steps, and it's one at a time. Spirit is it's just one at a time, and he just has to go through that. And remember, he's going to look at life, take life one day at a time, and he's going to look at life differently. Follow advice, take suggestions, and don't be such a hard head. So I don't know what that means. Okay, so I'm going to pass that on to you. Patty had a question here. Do we have any messages for Patty?
Let's see.
I have a gentleman here with whiskers for you, Patty. I can feel his whiskers when he comes close like this to give her a hug. I feel his whiskers. What do you got, Laura?
I'm getting an angel message for her right now.
Okay.
So Patty, you have 3 angels that are standing in a semicircle around you right now that are standing there glowing, just glowing light with you. They want you to be aware of their presence, their gifts that they present to you, the gifts of love, the gifts of light, the gifts of support, the gifts of compassion. The angels are encouraging you to keep moving forward, keep stepping forward, because there comes a time where you just feel like you hit a brick wall and you stop. Your forward momentum just stops altogether. The angels are telling you, don't give up. Don't give up. We're here. Oh my gosh, if you just reach out and ask us to help you, we will pick you up and carry you right over that wall and help you keep moving forward. So they ask you to take a good look around. And they're saying, well, sometimes you look around and you don't see anything. You don't see anybody and you don't see anything. But the angels are asking you to look again with different eyes. They're saying if you could see all the love that exists in this earth and this universe that just we 3 have for you, if you knew about all the love from all of the other beings that shower you with love and light and healing, you wouldn't be able to count, if you used everybody's toes in the whole wide world, how many beings love you and are with you. So you are never alone. You always have guidance, you always have resources, and you always have support in us. And so please look around with different eyes. See the beauty, see the sparkle, see the light that shines and reflects and bounces. And know that that light is us. When the light reflects off the trees, off the water, off the snow, off the windows, off of anything, off of crystals, that light reflecting is us, letting you know that we are there with you. Please look at things with fresh eyes and you will feel the love we have for you.
Thank you. That was beautiful. I just wanted to, Laura, talk about your radio show, what days you're on, the location, and what day you're on.
Yes, I am on Goldylocks Productions, our wonderful producer, Tiffany. So I'm on every Tuesday at 11 a.m. Eastern Time. It's called Angels and Healing Light. And actually, if you go to my website and subscribe, I'll send you my angel message every week, which also sends you the link to the show. But you can either listen via telephone or you can listen online. If you listen on telephone, then we can talk, actually, and you can ask questions and we can chit chat. Online, it's this format where you can text in messages, but my website is angelsandhealinglight.com. My email address is laura@angelsandhealinglight.com, right? Yeah. I think that's it. So, I have, we talk about angels, we do mini readings, we talk about healing. There's so much that goes on, and it's just all about you. The show is for you and the Angel and Healing Light family. It's a circle that's getting bigger and bigger with a lot of wonderful people. So please join me. Please join me Tuesdays, 11 a.m. Eastern Time. Be there. Aloha.
Thank you. Lovely. You will really enjoy any time you spend with Laura Romeiro. One of the nicest people I've ever met, and her family and in-laws, lovely. Let me see. I had a question here from someone. Oh, Sarah. Sarah. Your daughter that did not come through, that you miscarried, just says to me, gives me a wink. She would have, my impression from her is there was an abnormality, and she didn't, if she was born, there would be some kind of physical challenge, and she did not opt for that. So it was nothing that you did wrong or didn't do or anything like that. I just feel that she vetoed that life. I want to let you know that she is a lovely girl in spirit, young lady, is my impression. I don't know who has dark hair in the family, but I feel this child I see a young woman with darker hair walking away from me. And I feel very significant energy. She shares this energy, spiritual healing for young children, other young children, other babies. So that's the impression that I get. What time are we at? 8:58. She's throwing something out to you. I feel like a particular flower. So I don't know if someone.
A rose. I'm getting a rose. Handing her a rose. Yeah.
Okay.
It's just boom.
Some kind of flowers.
Yeah.
Yeah, for a mom, for you, mom. And yeah, she's around. You can call on her when you need her, but she is around, of course. She does have jobs to do on that other side. It just wasn't meant to be for her. So I don't know if that helps. It's got to be a tear in your heart. But know that you are loved from the other side. Always will be. And they're beautiful, beautiful flowers, roses, as Laura had said. We are at the minute here with a minute left. Sharon says, hello, nice heart. Thank you very much. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. We had 14 people tonight, which is great. And most of them are probably Laura Romeiro's people, and I don't blame them. I'm so glad that she was on and shared the show with me tonight. Thank you, and I hope you join us next week. And well, we'll have another mystery guest. You never know. I'm looking forward to it. We're getting used to this format. So thank you for joining us. It's really been, Sarah says roses are very significant to her, Laura. So thank you. And Robin says thank you. And Sharon sends a heart. And thank you for an awesome show. So you are welcome. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you, everybody.
Thanks,
thank
Laura.
you, everyone. Thank you, Carolan. Bye, Tiffany.
Bye.